everybody. Clarke from Thrive Physical Therapy, and I'm physical therapist, life coach, and founder of Thrive Physical Therapy.
Yeah, my name is Cody Shelly. I'm a physical therapist at Thrive Physical Therapy as well. We're here today really excited to talk to you guys about a little program that we've been working on since the end of 2018. It's been changed and remodeled a little bit for 2020. It's the Complete Wellness Program from Thrive. So talk a little bit more about that today. We're just really excited about the program in general, and we want to provide you guys a little bit of information, but then also talk about just why we think it's such a cool program.
Yeah. And so here's the reason why we created this thing to start with. First off, I have actually been there myself, where you're going through life, you're busy with family, you're busy with business, you're busy with just where life takes you, and you look up and the next thing you know, you're not in the condition you like to be, and you just really haven't made the kind of progress. Maybe you just kind of lost your way in regards to whatever goals you wanted to achieve. I've been there, and I've also kind of worked through that process and really wanted to create something that would make a huge difference for people. And we have found from working with people over the years is that when people really put multiple components of health and fitness together, and I give you an example. So if you put together exercise with a really good nutrition, really good diet, you really look at like around what your goals are. You have a really good structure for figuring out what it is you want to accomplish and a system for achieving that. And you understand the timing of rest, recuperation, how that plays a role. And if you can put all of those pieces together in one thing, it really makes a huge difference for people. And that's when people really just fly. They do amazing things when you can really group it together. And so the program, the Complete Wellness Program, that's really what our attempt is to do, is to really put all the different pieces together and just make a bigger difference in a more profound way for people. And we've had people go through the program a year ago, and they've made some pretty amazing changes. We've had people lose from the neighborhood of 8 to as much as 27 pounds of body weight. We've seen someone lose 15 inches around their waist. We've seen people successfully achieve their New Year's resolutions. We've seen people restructure their habits. We've just really seen people really make a huge difference. And even just in terms of like making progress on things that matter to them. And that's kind of what the program is intended to be. And that's part of what it's all about. So there's 5 parts to it. And Cody, you want to mention a few of those parts?
Yeah. So basically what we've kind of designed around is we've been getting some of our expertise involved regarding fitness and training. Mm-hmm. So we do cover fitness, physical capability, which is something that we feel really strongly about, passionate about, obviously. And then outside of that, we also have nutritional covering. Shelly Rose will be doing a lot of that training. She does the sugar cleanse a couple times a year, and she'll be basically monitoring nutritional cleanse, so to speak, where you can kind of revamp your nutrition. She helps you talk through ways to change your eating habits, healthy alternatives to certain things you may already enjoy. We also have access to life coaching, which is something that we're both really strongly passionate about when it comes to restructuring your behavior, restructuring your habits, and then just building a better program to help keep the continuity going when you start to get these new habits going or you make these changes in your lifestyle. And then we just kind of cover a couple different things regarding, breathing, restoration. We have a lot of educational material and content that'll help you with posturing and things like that.
It's a fairly complete program, and I think it's something that can make a really big difference for somebody when working through it. I know from a life coach standpoint that sometimes there are things in life just that make a difference on whether someone is able to follow through on a fitness routine or a diet or even just a structuring of their day. Reducing stress. There's so many different outside factors that sometimes make a impact, sometimes negatively, in terms of whether someone is able to kind of work towards achieving something. And that's something that the life coaching is part of what that is there to do. And then the big thing really is with anything is we really are the sum of whatever habits we've had to this point. If you have habits, many of which they become sort of subconscious, we don't even realize we've developed them over time. Sometimes the habits can direct us towards outcomes and intentions that we maybe didn't want. Like, for instance, if you are in good shape, you probably have good habits around that. If you're not, then you probably don't have good systems and good habits of exercising regularly and good strategies. And so part of what this program is intended to do is identify your barriers, and then in a major way try to help you to get rid of habits that maybe don't serve you, or be aware of those habits, and to get rid of the ones that don't help you, that direct you down a path you don't want to follow. But also the development of really, really good habits that take you exactly where you want to go, that start with trying to figure out where do you really want to go in a more complete way. And there's a section on the Wheel of Life where it all starts with is analysis. And Cody, you might want to mention that, or I can.
Yeah, of course. Well, I think, and that's the Wheel of Life kind of pertains to why we made this program in the first place. I think it's kind of the centerpiece, because as a physical therapy company, we pride ourselves in individual care. That's the main stake of what we do, is we want everyone to have an individualized, tailored program to their success and their perception of success, whatever that means to them. The Wheel of Life breaks down those habits, or the things that you seem to be the most, or deem to be the most important to you. And then we can start focusing on either your areas of weakness or areas of strength, depending on where your thought process goes initially. So the Wheel of Life is kind of basically a building block for us to start reshaping your habits and reshaping your control of those things, so you can feel a bit more successful or beneficial in the areas that you may need to focus on most. But yeah, I think when we brought this program to completion, or when we started to create it, we definitely decided that this is how we wanted to run it. We wanted to be not the same program that every single person goes through. I don't want everyone to have the same content, the same exact experience, because everyone's different. They all require a slightly different experience. Our physical therapy philosophy is built on that. So we wanted to make our program something that people really could individually benefit from, person to person.
Yeah. Starting from the very beginning is the analysis, figuring out what matters to you, coming up with a game plan around that, giving you some really nice tools and structured ways of really successfully establishing, getting rid of bad habits, establishing good habits, and then successfully achieving whatever it is that you want to do. And then lots of really good support. I know that our fitness professional that works with you around constructing the exercise program, that's around what are the best choices for you. And that's kind of what the entire program is basically all about.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, so we're super excited about it this year. We want, if you look in the mirror and you think, I'd really love to make some changes in my life, or I want 2020 to be the best year I've ever had, we want you guys to give us some contact information. Let us know. We'd be really, really happy to help you through this progress, because we're just really happy about creating this program. Just really excited to bring it to you guys, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, we wanted to make a really big difference for you. And if you're the person that really wants to have different results this year, and to really achieve a lot this year, and make change, improving your health, increasing your success, and just doing better in general, and you're ready to make that change, that's exactly what this program is all about and for. And we hope to have a chance to help you. So.
Awesome. All right, well, hey, thank you guys so much for listening. We appreciate it. We hope to hear from you, and you guys have a fantastic day.
Take care, guys. Thanks.